In this video, we are going over how to find the volume of a cube. We'll look at how we get the formula, how to use it, then look at an application. So a cube is a 3D object, and some common items that take the form of cubes are blocks and dice. So we're going to draw out a cube, and this is basically what we should be envisioning when we do any problems. So every side of a cube has the same length, and what this means when we squish it down into a 2D shape is we're left with a square, and we call this the base of our cube. If we cut a slice out of the cube, then you'll see that this is just a square as well. So you could think of cubes as being a bunch of squares stacked on top of each other. And if we divide this cube into 4 sections, and each of the sections is 1 inch thick, we would have a cube that was 4 inches tall. Another way to say this is that cubes have height. Height is our third dimension. 2D shapes have a length and width that we use to find area. If area is the space that 2D objects take up, we say volume is the space 3D objects take up. We know the area of a square. It's just the length multiplied by the width. Another way to write this is side times side, or side squared, because all sides of a square are equal. Length times width is more useful for rectangles with sides of different lengths. So to find the volume of a cube, all we're doing is multiplying the area of our base, which is a square, by our third dimension height. Since the height is the same length as the sides, we can write this as sides cubed. Like before with area, length times width times height is more useful for rectangular prisms. So let's do an example. The side of a cube measures to be 5 centimeters. What is its volume? So we're going to start out by drawing a cube, and whether or not it looks like it, every single side is the same length. So these are all 5 centimeters. So if we look back on our formula, we have that volume is equal to length times width times height. So we can either write out all of the 5 centimeters individually, or we can write this as 5 centimeters cubed. So if we evaluate this, we get 125 centimeters cubed. Here's more of an application. A new fish at an aquarium needs 500 cubic feet of water in its tank to survive. The owner has set aside an old tank from a previous exhibit, which has sides measuring out to be 7.75 feet long. Does the owner need to order a new tank? So if we draw out our cube and then label the sides, we have 7.75 feet on each side. And then plug that into our volume formula. We'll just do sides cubed this time. So we have 7.75 feet cubed. Plugging this into a calculator, we have that this is about equal to 465 cubic feet. The main takeaway from this video is that finding the volume of a cube is as simple as multiplying the area of the base, which is a square, by a third dimension, which is height.